Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. I did have a few questions about what could Ethereum do next, and I just want to re-emphasize my view here. There are two scenarios I want to show you, just to re-emphasize just to remind you where we come from. So we built a new high here at $4,870. That was back in November. We then came down in the flash crash here to 3,500 after we attempted another breakout to the upside. Now that did fail, and now we did come into this target area here once. Then we came out of it. I did say I think we will come back into the target area once more at least, and we did that. Now we've come out again, but only making a lower high here, and I think this correction isn't over yet. Also looking at the chart here, you can see that we are in this downtrend. I've got this line here on the chart anyway, this descending trend line in white. You can see it. This is clearly a downtrend currently, and as long as we are still in this downtrend and cannot make new highs or higher highs, this downtrend is for me still at play, and I think we are going to come even deeper into this target area. That is for me the most likely scenario, that we come back deeper. The target area lies between the 0.786 fib level and the 0.5 fib level. All that you need to do here is basically, we've got an impulsive move here to the upside, have very clearly outlined an ABC correction. Now that C correction, theoretically, you could say it might have been finished already, but I don't think so, because we haven't really seen another impulse to the upside. So we're still in this downward trending move. And yeah, basically from the low to the high, we take the fib levels, and then we identify the most likely retracement levels. And if we assume this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2 here in which we currently are, this ABC, then we could come down to the 0.5 fib level. Now we already reached that anyway, at 3,800, then 3,550. We already did go to that, yeah. So you can see that here in the flash crash, those two target levels. But because we did come down quite a lot with that wick here to the downside, and even went below the 0.618 fib level, I would say there is a good chance that we come down even lower to around $3,200 US. Yeah, that would be actually my expectation, that we come at least to that level. Just take that a bit. That would be from where we are now, around 20%. Looking at the bigger picture though, what I expect for Bitcoin, that we come below 20 to 30K. I think this isn't it yet. You know, a lot of altcoins in the current correction, I expect they can come down all the way to the 0.887 fib level. That is sitting at $3,000. All of this is in this current correction actually possible, based on the Elliott Wave method in this scenario, after which we would then see new prices to the upside. Now, going to the 0.887 fib level at $3,000, how much of a correction would that be? That would be 27%. It still, in my view, is not enough, considering that Bitcoin is going down, in my view, and again, that's my view based on Elliott Wave counts and so on. I did explain it all in my Bitcoin videos. If we assume a Bitcoin drop of 50% or 40 or 50%, I don't think that a 25 to 30% Ethereum drop will give it enough space. So, you know, we're currently finding support here at the 144-day EMA, you know, but I still think we haven't seen a new impulsive move to the upside, and I think we're going to come down lower. Now that is this scenario where we draw the fibs from the low here at 2,736 to the high. That would be based on that smaller wave count, or that smaller wave. But if we take a look at the bigger picture and the higher level wave, then the fib levels shift and change, and this would be the more or the scenario where we would correct more, and here we would have a different target level. We would have actually a level that would reach all the way down from 3,300 all the way down to $2,000 US. I think this is actually the more likely scenario. Overall, I mean, generally the Ethereum chart is making a more bullish impression than Bitcoin, but also here, I mean, we broke below the uptrend here, below the uptrending line. We've got this ABC correction. We came down really hard, and we are failing to make higher highs. So in my view, the downtrend is still at play, and given the large correction for Bitcoin that is going on, I think we can definitely lose another 30 to 40% here. And if we assume we're losing another 30 to 40% here for Ethereum from here, you know, this would take us here $3,000, maybe even lower, maybe to 2,400, yeah, or even in an extreme case to 2,000. That would be the 0.887 fib level. Now that would be quite a bit of a drop. I'm not really sure. I don't think we're going to get to that level. That would be quite a lot, but I think 2,400 or 3,000 definitely possible in this ongoing correction, where I don't see a sign of it ending yet. Also, again, if we take a look on the weekly MACD, we see it with so many cryptos at the moment that changing, it takes time, you know, it just takes time. This change in direction, you have a bearish cross here on the weekly MACD, we can fall very, very hard. You know, we can fall a lot here. So if this has just started, so we can really come down quite a bit. The MACD is also very high, just had a bearish cross on the weekly, that's quite significant. And we're only in the second week with a red bar on the histogram. This is actually even accelerating now. So there is no sign that this is slowing down. I would only, you know, as soon as we can see here a slowing down of the momentum to the downside, as we did here back in July, that's when we can start to become bullish again, I think, on Ethereum. I think I would now be more in favor of that short-term bearish scenario before we then, however, as with so many other cryptos, are going to turn around here and see new all-time highs. Now, looking at price targets for Ethereum, we can talk here about at least a $6,800 level in the next wave to the upside. Rather, I think 8,000 or maybe even 10,000 US dollars. That could play out over the next 6 months, I would say. So a little bit more patience required. Unfortunately, I think we have only just seen the highs here and we are going to see a deeper correction. Now, again, this is never guaranteed to play out. This is, in my view, the most likely scenario. If I had to give it a percentage, 75 to 80%, that scenario, there is a chance that we bounce back here in the target area that we already reached, that I showed you in the beginning. And from here we go up higher. But I think that likelihood is fairly low. So also, you know, on the RSI on the weekly, we still have scope and space to drop lower. And if we take a look here, I mean, on the daily, it's pretty much sort of sideways move, still in the red, bit choppy that looks here on the MACD. Shows the indecision of the market. You know, there's no clear direction at the moment. Yeah, it's going down a little, but that's pretty much Ethereum, you know. Hope that makes sense. I gave you the key support levels. To be honest, one last sentence maybe to really break that downtrend. What do we need to do? So first of all, I'd love to see a higher high. Now, a higher high we would see, the first higher high we would see above 4,200, but I think actually more relevant is here the $4,500 level, because we had a high here, we had a high here, and this would be a level that I'm looking for, 4,500. We need to get above that, and then we need to get above 4,800. These are two key levels. Or above 4,500, an uptrend would become much more likely. But where we are now, can't see it yet. And especially as we are after the strong move up today, we've even on the hourly, we've even come nearly into the overbought range. So that's already it for the moment, I think. You know, we can't go much higher. First of all, we need to correct down now a little bit more. So before, be careful you're not getting too bullish. But again, no financial advice. It's only my view here. And hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.